really cool with each other because we always had like meetings together and we would always like plan things together. Oh! She ready. Okay, I tried making a bush, but I'm not sure what it is. It's a lovely bush.
So, this week I'm here with Ian.
Howdy.
And
how's it going?
He is another film school graduate.
We did it.
Yep, we did it.
We have graduated.
Toast to
I'll
that.
toast to that.
Boom.
I will say, the time off from school I have appreciated. Miss it, but also have enjoying not being stressed about it.
Right.
So, it's nice.
Well, today we will be crafting with some clay.
We got 72
Two
pieces.
colors and then a brick of white.
Oh, sweet. I didn't do that.
Talking about clay and our sexuality and
Love that.
religion.
Ooh, they don't mix.
No, they don't.
I was like, this one has like purple in it versus like orange.
Oh, yeah.
This has like a nice, I don't know what this color is, but it's nice.
Mauve.
Nice mauve. I think that is a good mauve.
So you grew up in New Mexico.
For the most part, yeah. I lived in California until I was 10, and then I moved to New Mexico, which I do consider New Mexico my home more than I do California. So yeah,
Okay.
New Mexico is where I say I grew up.
And then, in New Mexico, is it really religious there? Or is it just
I feel like it's pretty diverse, with race, religion, just everything. I feel like it was pretty diverse. I was raised Mormon, and there was a pretty good Mormon community there. Like, it was pretty poppin', but it wasn't like bigger than anything else, you know? So I definitely had like my group of Mormon friends, but also everyone else who wasn't Mormon, so a good mix. Good mix. But when I graduated high school and moved to Arizona, I went to Eastern Arizona College, which is just like a little community college, and that was like 95% Mormon.
Okay, so it's one of those like
religious
schools.
It wasn't a religious school, but like the owners were Mormon, and it was pretty much like a knockoff BYU, which is that's like the church owns BYU. It's a university in Utah and other places, but it was like this wasn't entirely true, but it was like people would say like, oh, if like you couldn't get into BYU, you go to EAC, like and I kind of I was still like trying to decide if I wanted to continue being Mormon or not, so I was like, I'll keep it like around if I want to be, but I feel like that kind of influenced me more to not be Mormon because of just how fake I felt like a lot of the people there were. A lot of people were just like, I grew up really lucky with like the Mormons I knew, and like when I came out, everyone was like super supportive, and I felt like it was when I moved there that I met like the really conservative Mormons and like small town Mormons who they were just fake. They like a lot of them were just fake, like no other way to put it. Like I didn't vibe with a lot of them, and for whatever reason, like a lot of my friend group there were all ex-Mormons, and so they kind of like taught me the path of everything not religious.
Yeah.
Did you like grow up religious too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what did you...
I grew up like Pentecostal. So
what is that?
That's
sounds
like
a
Pentecostal can be scary.
Yeah.
It's like the sect of Christianity where people are like talking in tongues and like waving their arms and like running around and stuff. Like,
the religion where you run. Okay.
The religion where you run.
How long were you a part of that?
I was 5 until the age of like 15 or 16 is when I like started losing it, and then it's like by that time I was still in the church because that's what I had to do, and then it was just so many questions, so many
nothing answered. I felt like they were trying to answer the wrong questions. I'm like, okay. I don't know.
Yeah. And then it was like when my mom found out about me being gay, she decided to have me go to my youth pastor for every week.
For how long?
For like, I don't know, 13 weeks or something like that. It was like me sitting down and hearing about how bad choosing to be gay is.
I never had to experience that. That is actually horrifying. That like type of thought process is so damaging to people, to be like, you are broken. You are not correct, or like
you're choosing to disobey God by having these feelings.
I'm choosing to express them. That's correct, but I'm not choosing to have them. When did you come out? I guess.
It's difficult to say because I didn't like really necessarily come out. When I was 15, we moved from Alaska to Arkansas. So I moved to this new area, and
that's like a weird place to another weird place.
Yeah. Like on the last day of school in Alaska, when I knew I was moving to Arkansas.
How old were you, sorry?
I was like 15.
Okay.
I was talking to my ex-girlfriend, and I was like, I don't know, I think I might be gay. And she was like, huh, that's interesting. And then we never saw each other. So
that was the end.
And that was the end, and I moved away. But then when I got to Arkansas, I was like, I'm gonna be this whole different person and try and reinvent myself. And then one girl's like, why aren't you wanting to date these, my friend or anything like that? And I'm just like, because I'm gay? It was like, it wasn't totally sure.
Yeah. Like, I remember, like, actively participating in, like, gay things and fully convincing myself that I, like, wasn't gay. Like, because I was like, no, I'm Mormon, like, I'm not gay. Like,
gay
I can't
things
be.
like
porn. Okay. Like porn. Okay. And, like, just looking at guys or... I don't know, but like it was just like so clear.
You were like actively trying to convince yourself. No, I'm not gay.
I was like, no, and I was like, I literally was just like, no, I'm not. And I tell people that, and they're like, what do you mean? That doesn't make sense. And I'm like, it doesn't. Age? It literally, it probably wasn't until I was around. Well, I came out when I was 17, so it was probably like 16 to 17 that I kind of was like.
Your family or just close friends?
Yeah, the first person I came out to was actually my bishop, because I was his like assistant, so to speak. Via email, I made a fake email and was like, "Hey, like I don't know what to do." Like I think that was like the first time.
You acknowledge it?
Yeah, like I don't think I'd even said it out loud at this point, but I remember typing it out like saying I'm gay, and I remember like it felt wrong. Like I was so scared.
What caused you to type that email? Like what was it?
I think I was just so miserable. Like I don't think I have like chronic depression or anything. I am almost positive I was depressed at that time. And I did later go to like therapy for about a year. But I think I was just super unhappy, and I just like didn't know. I just knew I couldn't handle it on my own.
Yeah.
And I was trying to pray, and I felt like I wasn't like getting any answers or anything comforting. Like I sent the email anonymously. My bishop responded, and he was like, "Hey, whoever this is, like, it's okay. Like I am your friend. Like, we can talk about this and figure out what we want to do."
Oh my God.
And I was like, okay. And so like, I was like, it's Ian, and he's like, "Hey, like everything's gonna be fine." And he was really really, really cool. And so through him, he helped me talk to my dad about it. My dad was kind of like, yeah, like, I kind of, yeah, we kind of already knew. And I was like, yeah, I kind of knew, you guys already knew, I think. And so then I went home, my dad and I told my mom.
When you came out, was there this, like, did you have straight women being like, oh my god, you're my best friend now?
I had people, I already had girls saying I was their straight gay best friend before I came out. Oh. So, like, I was already getting hit with that before, and even then it made me mad for multiple reasons, because I was like, I'm not gay, but, like, yeah, and I mean, and just, like, with like, so I remember one time Celeste came over, and she's like, Ian, I want to cuddle with you, and, like, the whole time she's like, Ian, I feel you, like, cringing and tensing up, and I was like, I was told never to look at a woman or, like, touch a woman before marriage, and I wonder, like, sometimes I wonder, I'm like, how much of the church teaching me to, like, not think sexually has
repressed you into
the gays, like, so I don't know. Mm-hmm. Blame the religion. It's what made me gay.
It's all about singing and clapping and...
Honestly, I love singing at church, like...
Jesus is, I mean, replace this with a surfboard and he's ready to go.
He's a hunk.
Mm-hmm. I need to give him some abs.
I mean, to carry that cross, if he didn't have them before, he had them after.
Right. I mean, CrossFit, have you ever heard of it?
Alrighty. I'm finished.
You're finished?
Yes.
Let's give our creations a final review. Let's start with you. Let's see. I'm so excited.
Alrighty, everyone. This is the Garden of Eden and I don't know if it's the Tree of Life or just the tree with the forbidden fruit. We have lots of colors because I feel like the Garden of Eden was probably pretty poppin' and had like some really weird stuff. So like kind of Dr. Seuss tree vibes. But we see Eve. She's happy. She's got her little fruit. We got the snake here, Satan. He's like, yo, eat that fruit. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna eat this fruit. And yeah, it's all around a happy time.
All right. I love it. I mean, look at that.
And she's naked. Like,
of course she's naked.
Primal era.
This is before she bit into the fruit. So she's like, I'm not ashamed of my freaking awesome body.
And I'm sad that if she did feel ashamed afterward, like, she did not have to be.
Right?
It's probably Adam. He was like, put some clothes on. And she's like,
put some clothes on. You're kind of gaining a couple pounds, all right?
Ugh, he was so rude. I can guarantee it. Okay.
Are you ready for our Lord and Savior? Jesus Christ. Superstar.
The skirt is what sends me. Like, that is truly iconic. And the beard, like, you really got the figure down, like... Thank you. The blood!
Oh, yeah, so...
I totally did not even notice that!
I got the back where he's been whipped. And then, boom, there's his little cross.
That is such a great touch, like, a great detail of the blood. Like, it really... I'm there. Like, I'm there after he got whipped. Like, I'm there when he's walking. Like, here's the hill of whatever the place he... I was about to say hangs from, but I mean, hangs.
Yeah. He's about to hang 10.
Whoa, you even got... Wait, what did you use? What tool did you use for
that? I used this little, like...
Wait.
Alright. We have to end this somehow.
Gay rights! Support trans people.
Support trans people.
And just love everyone. Of all religions, of all... sexualities, of all orientations, of all things. Care for your neighbor.
Because in the end, it doesn't really matter.
It really doesn't. I mean, if they're a pedophile, don't respect them. But like, you know, in general, at the basic human level, respect.
Something we can all agree on. Boom.
Forget the pedos.
Forget the pedos.
But respect people at a basic human level. And whatever they are.